12 easy ways to live below your means and save more. Are you sick of living from paycheck to paycheck and wish you had more money in the future? Have you ever thought about how making small changes to the way you live could help you save a lot of money and get out of debt? We're going to show you 12 simple ways to live below your means, save more money, and keep your quality of life the same. These tips will help you get a better handle on your money and build a better future. Number 12, consider making do with just one income. Try living off of just one person's income for a while if your household makes two. That need not last indefinitely. It's possible to accumulate emergency funds or pay off debt by living off just one person's wages for 6 months. Living on one salary is a luxury and requires work, but it will greatly accelerate your financial objectives. A solid spending plan, a schedule, and effective communication with your spouse are all necessary. It won't work unless you two are in agreement and working toward the same objectives. Number 11, establish a budget you will adhere to. I adore budgeting based on ideals. I can enjoy my current while making significant savings for my future thanks to its ability to help me budget my money. Making a budget that accounts for your requirements and your true desires is known as values-based budgeting. It's a financial strategy that does away with spending motivated by fear, aspiration, and misalignment with values. That implies for me that I avoid spending money on things that don't align with my principles, like getting my nails done or eating red meat. I then use the money I'm saving to fund goals and costs that are truly important to me, like traveling or being financially independent. Have you ever bought something out of sheer boredom or a desire to outdo someone else and then regretted it? The goal of values-based spending is to completely avoid these types of purchases in order to increase your savings. You can obtain our values-based workbook and budget here, which helps you choose your own financial values, recognize when you're overspending, and even suggests side projects to increase your income. A spreadsheet, a notebook, a commercial app like YNAB, or a free app like Empower can all be used to create a budget. The best approach is the one that works best for you. If you need to test a few before deciding which one best suits your lifestyle, don't worry. Number 10, stick to your budget for big purchases. Major purchases such as houses, automobiles, or home renovations are made by everyone. Choosing a certain lifestyle, such as raising children, can also be expensive. Did you know that the US spends $18,865 on average for a birth? We want to make sure that our spending on these expensive things stays within a reasonable range given our income. You know we can't live below our means while driving a $300,000 debt-ridden Lambo. Based on what you can comfortably afford, make these purchases. It's possible for a bank to tell you that you can pay a $4,000 monthly mortgage and purchase a $700,000 home. But is that really how much of your money do you want to spend on housing? You don't need to spend that much. If you reduce your home expenses by $200,000, your mortgage will drop to $2,500, which is far more manageable. For this reason, creating a budget is crucial. That's the real reason I prefer to budget using a spreadsheet or an app on my phone. The data is in front of me for me to view. This is a picture of my Empower dashboard without any personal data. As you can see, it displays details about your cash flow and budgeting on the top left, along with all of your bank accounts on the right. Making a budget reveals the real state of our income and what it can sustain. Review your budget before making a significant purchase to determine what you can actually afford. Number 9, when possible, pay with cash. Staying out of debt is the best advice I can give you on living below your means. Try to avoid taking on debt to cover regular expenses like food or clothing. Debt may be required for items like a house or college. Paying with cash might help you avoid debt and save a significant amount of money on purchases like holidays and used automobiles. Additionally, you avoid having to create a new line item in your budget to cover a new monthly bill when you make a one-time cash payment. Baby, it's already paid for. You may also receive a discount if you pay with cash. If you can pay the entire amount in cash in one go, a lot of health insurance companies will reduce your payments. Additionally, you may find that debt collectors will work with you to settle the obligation for a single payment. Number 8, take out loans rather than purchasing. All things considered, as a species, we are producing far too much. Every year, 34 billion pounds of worn textiles and apparel are discarded in the United States. And it's expensive and harmful for the environment. For example, the fast fashion we produce requires the use of raw materials like cotton and water during production, just to be disposed of in a landfill within a few months. Items can be borrowed for free. Furthermore, utilizing what already exists saves the environment because no new resources are needed. Instead of purchasing a dress for your friend's wedding, you can borrow one. Rather than purchasing a drill, you can borrow one from a neighbor. Try testing 3 people in your life to see if you can borrow something the next time you find yourself in need of something you don't already own. Number 7, exchange or swap products. In a similar vein, you can exchange products you currently own for ones you require. It's quite simple to accomplish this thanks to online networks like Buy Nothing or Frugal. Not only is it free, but trading or exchanging is a terrific method to get rid of stuff you don't really need or want in your home. Many of us accumulate items in our houses that we never use, which leads to clutter. Trade or swap that for something you will actually use. Number 6, maintain a sizable emergency fund. You should save money in a high-yield savings account just for emergencies. Perhaps you need to take a last-minute trip home, or perhaps you had a flat tire and need a towel. At that point, you should use your emergency savings. It will be simpler to live below your means if you have a sizable emergency reserve. It provides financial security and serves as a lever you can pull when needed. Increase to 8 months' worth of living expenditures from the initial 4 months. You can maintain an emergency fund with up to a year's worth of living expenses. Number 5, steer clear of lifestyle creep. When you start spending more money than you make, it's known as lifestyle creep. Although we would love to see you make more money, here's a roadmap to help you reach 6 figures. You don't want to grow our expenses in tandem with your revenue. Doesn't that make the higher salary rather meaningless? Have a clear understanding of your financial objectives and a plan for achieving them to prevent lifestyle inflation. Avoid feeling jealous of your peers or coworkers. Just because they bought a new automobile doesn't mean you have to trade in your well-maintained, paid-off vehicle. You may prevent lifestyle inflation by being content with your own life and taking pride in it. Give your life your whole attention and stop worrying about what other people think or do. Number 4, pay for items with credit card rewards. Gift cards, vacation, and even rental car expenses can be covered by the rewards programs offered by many credit cards. Understanding credit card functions is an effective way to learn how to live within your means and still take advantage of life's benefits. Through the portals of the credit card company, rewards points can be redeemed for airfare discounts, potentially resulting in a free holiday. You can usually select the category in which you wish to accumulate points. For those who have a lengthy commute, there is a cashback credit card that gives you more points for gas purchases than for clothing purchases. Number 3, convert to a single-car home. We all win when there are fewer cars on the road, since that results in less traffic and pollutants. For the past 3 years, my partner and I have only owned one automobile, which has allowed us to save thousands of dollars. Select economical modes of transportation, including bicycling, public transportation, and carpooling. Every day, my partner rides a bike to work. Maintaining your operating car will help you avoid unforeseen repair bills. The saying, "you get out what you put in," is indeed true when it comes to cars. Paying for an oil change every 6 months is a worthwhile investment compared to running the danger of engine damage and having to buy a new vehicle. Number 2, use apps and shop sales to save even more. These days, everything has an app, and they can save you a ton of money when it comes to self-feeding. Find out if the grocery store in your area has an app where you may get special deals and discounts. Another option is to scan your receipts using an app like Fetch to start earning incentives. Purchasing generic medications and doing comparative shopping are reliable strategies to reduce the cost of clothing, food, and prescription drugs. Number 1, invest to establish a new source of revenue. Investing is often associated with creating wealth for retirement. Although it is a significant aspect of investing, it does not sum up all investing. A non-retirement investing account, such as a brokerage account, can be used to generate a second source of income by investments in sustainable index funds. Compound interest, or your money making more money, is how investments make money. When your investments increase sufficiently, this interest can become a significant second source of income, which is what many people who achieve FIRE rely on. That's why those of us who are obsessed with money talk about starting to invest as soon as possible. Your money has more time to grow the earlier you start investing, and you have a better chance of earning higher interest. If you found these tips helpful and want more practical advice on managing your finances, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Don't miss out on our latest videos designed to help you save more and achieve financial freedom.